And we are here with Sparkle Sterling doing our one-on-one questions. I appreciate you taking the time and redoing this with me. You're the best.
I appreciate you giving a fuck.
So let's start with an interview right before you go into your photo shoot. Well, we already know your name is Sparkle Sterling, but people don't know that your Instagram is Always the Bride. Why Always the Bride?
Well, I've been engaged like 4 times, and I'm like 24, so that's like a lot. And also, I feel like it was kind of, well, first it started off as a joke between my girlfriends and I, just like always the bride, never the bridesmaid. The first time I got proposed to, I was like 17. Yeah, weird. But yeah, it just sort of like lingered, and then when I needed an Instagram name that wasn't like super obvious and dorky, like the name is Sparkle, or my real name is Sparkle, or I am Sparkle Sterling. I was trying to think of something that I related to, that I like, something that was like not self-deprecating in a negative way, but just kind of like, you know, like a joke, like jokes on you type thing. But then also it kind of evolved into this brand. It's like, all right, maybe something that I think is like a faux pas and like negative could be something positive. Like, why am I getting proposed to? Like, what is it? Like, maybe I start looking at things that are like positive about myself instead of like, you know, why all the failed relationships. So when I started looking at it that way, I basically made it into this like brand that is about like, you know, empowering women to be wifey material. You know, hella sexy, but not a hoe. Brown sugar. Remember that line? Like that perfect combination of edgy, sexy, cute, smart, funny, and free. You know, just something that would make someone want to, you know, bear witness to your life forever. Like, you know, just, you know, not taking yourself too seriously, but being seriously committed to being like an it girl, you know, like, you know, being awesome, but not in a pretentious way, like knowing that you're beautiful, but not in a way that makes other people feel bad about themselves, you know, just trying to be a good person, but still be in an industry where you have to know the other shit, you know, it's like, how do you balance all of that? Like, a bride has to balance all those things. Like, a bride has to make bridesmaids feel sexy and like your weight is perfect, and choose people and cater to family and friends and all these things, but still it's all centered around her, you know? And I feel like being a bride is a lot like being a model. And that, like, you know, the lighting guy, the photographer, the stylist, the makeup artist, the hairstylist, they're all there to cater to you. But how do you make them feel like it's worth it, you know? And it's not by just having a good photo at the end of the day. It's about, you know, the way you make them feel to work with you. Like, when you leave, do they want to work with you again, or were you a bridezilla, a fucking nightmare? Like, are people rooting for your marriage to work? Or are they rooting for your career to fail? You know, I just kind of like put all the similarities together and just kind of like, here we are, always the bride.
All right, Miss Sparkle, how long have you been modeling?
I have been modeling technically since I was 4 years old. It's like my first like major like photo shoots where I had like, you know, the backdrop and my hair done and my makeup done and the outfit changes and everything. I was 4 years old, and there's this picture of me, which is funny, I'm wearing leather pants right now. I'm wearing this like all leather outfit, and I'm looking at the camera like I know what I'm doing. Like, I know why I'm here. Like, her face is just so, I say her, like it's not me. But it really, I really feel like, well, obviously I'm not the same person, but yeah, it was like, that little 4-year-old face was, like, gives me comfort every time I'm stressed out doing what I love and doing what I do. Because she just looks so comfortable in front of that camera and so ready. Like, you know, at that age, it's like, there's God and there's your parents. Like, those are the only people like leading you in life. You're just so young, you're so innocent. So one or the other told me that I was supposed to be doing something that I agreed with completely, and then that photo, it just says it all. So I was just like, whenever I feel like, should I be doing this, or why am I doing this? I just look at that picture and I'm like, you're supposed to be doing this. Actually, I got to see my very first photograph. I was an hour old. My mom showed it to me just this past Mother's Day. And I'm slaying. I'm not even kidding you. I have a head full of hair. My eyes are super chinky. I look like Jackie Chan's like firstborn. And my eyes are wide open. And I kid you not, like I'm literally like 3/4 away looking at the camera with my hands up. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I just like, those are the pictures that kind of like reassure me that like, you know, this is not like a gimmick or something that, you know, everyone just wants to do because it sounds good. Like, I'm a model, I'm a model. And I feel like there are some people that are really born to be in front of the camera. And I definitely feel like I'm one of those people just because like, the person that I am when I'm not in front of the camera would never be in front of the camera doing what I do when I take these pictures. Like, I'm such a hermit crab. Like, I don't like getting ready. Like, it's like crazy. It's weird. It's like I like getting ready and I don't like getting ready. I like leaving my house, but I don't like leaving my house, and that always gets in the way of like me career-wise. But then I get in front of the camera and I don't know how I'm fully aware of every single thing. Like,
Who is your favorite model, and what model inspires you? And what do they do that inspires you?
That is tough. I mean, of course I love all of the suit models, like, you know, the Naomi Campbells, the Cindy Crawfords, the Tyras, but like lately I've been so inspired by Ashley Graham. I just think like she's just opening doors for so many different types of body types and women, and I feel like that can even make skinny models like myself even feel more comfortable with their bodies, because we're constantly made to feel like we're not good enough, you know, we're not skinny enough, or our boobs are not big enough, or our ass is not big enough, or whatever. But I think like having that kind of support in the industry, you know, helps change things. It helps, you know, brands and photographers and agents, you know, more comfortable with different types of bodies, you know. I've always felt like, oh, you know, I'm like not quite skinny enough for high fashion, but I'm not big enough for urban modeling and fashion. Like, what, you know, I always felt like I'm just like somewhere in the middle. And seeing her just like slay after slay, day after day, it's like, it just makes me feel more like, you know, my time is gonna come where like, you know, I can just chill and relax and be fine with my body and still be able to do what I love, which is great.